Alright, so I spent a lot of time here on hole number 8. This sended is not as easy as it looks, but we start with the red ring by the rough line in complete max with a poke 8. This is a low wind, and we are going to obviously pay close attention to the wind angle that we're having here. This is what we will call tailwind in the guide, and we are adjusting max plus 10 P5, and we're pushing up 14 rings as the base number for mid wind. So here I'm pushing up 14.5 rings. When it comes to having more crosswind, the base is going to be 15 rings instead of the 14. 4 topspin, and we're going to use 2 left spin here. And the reason I'm not using more than 4 topspin is that if we do not clip the rough with the second bounce, there is a risk for a glitch roll to roll us into the rough on the back. So the goal here, if everything goes as planned, is that we're going to bounce on the fairway. We're not going to bounce on the sloped fairway, so we're bouncing on the lower part of it up to the other fairway, roll into the rough, and then roll out. So the reason we're pushing up so much and not pushing up less and having a slower needle is due to the fact that I do not want to bounce in that downhill slope. And you will notice that when you try that, or you have a shot that you're gonna play that is designed that way, then you will notice that the bounce is just going to be completely flat. Then it somewhat doesn't really matter how much topspin you have, you will still fall short. So we need to push up a lot. And then we are bouncing on the more flat fairway, and we can have a more controlled outcome here. So in the end, we do go with a slightly slower needle, and then with outside wall left curl, a max overpower, obviously. Good chance to get ourselves an eagle. So on the second shot here, you have the decision to make. Either you go with no spin, as I'm doing here in the video, or you go in max topspin. I would strongly recommend to go with max topspin if you have a club such as the Endbringer level 7 or 8 with a lot of topspin. And the reason for that is that then you will minimize the flight time for the ball. And even though it's you see here I didn't even adjust, and I still made it to drop, so that was obviously a bit silly. But again, the reason I wanted to make this video is to display how easy this wedge is. I mean, I didn't even have to adjust and I still dropped it. So you need only minor adjustment, and then with max topspin it's going to be even easier. Get the guides on patreon.com/golfclashtommy.